Jeffrey Dahmer 2.0. So this guy, Max is his nickname, Maxwell is his real name, went on a date with the girl who you are currently seeing.
Into body parts found in Milwaukee County.
So it was one following day that Sade decides to leave her house, and she never came back.
Robinson's mother says that she's worried sick and heartbroken.
She went missing for some days. Nobody could find where she was at all, until a car was found burned. This was indeed Sade's car. What happened behind the scenes is Max and Sade went on a date. I really don't know how they met. I don't know if it was from a dating site.
But the app that's made meeting up with strangers the new normal is hiding a sinister problem.
He looked down on me and he just said straight face to me, well, you're not allowed to leave until
he then pulled his pants off and just sort of went for it and just was horrifying. It was so terrifying.
I don't even know if it was from them being friends somehow, some way, or on the internet, maybe in real life. Long story short, they went out on a date.
James, the person of interest in the case of the leg discovery in Cudahy may be in court as early as tomorrow.
Police also asking anyone with credible information to call the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office and the Milwaukee County Police Department.
Snacks. Thank you once again for all of you for having their snacks. And my new subscribers. I have some new subscribers that's in this place right now with their snacks. Hope you enjoyed the video. And thank y'all for coming back, because I know you be bored and I got you. Shout out to Corey X Kitchen. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Go get your snacks.
I just skirted off in your will.
When they went out, he decided to chop her body into pieces. Yes, he was also caught on CCTV. I don't know what was in the bag, but hopefully we get info on what's in the bag. Just because, let's just say you go on a date. Let's say a guy have a backpack. You might see some same similarities that this guy may have, and it might make you think, oh, red flag. Let me get the hell out of this, because I don't want to be a next victim of a crime like this.
When they went on a date night, then several days later, someone in Seattle's Central District found several of Ingrid's dismembered remains in a recycling bin.
I'm just saying that creeps like this always share similar traits. Am I thinking too deep? Am I getting ahead of myself? If I am, I'm stop. But here's the thing though. When he dismembered her, he put her body parts in multiple different locations around the city. I believe one of the first body parts that they found was her leg. And I even seen a comment. It was somewhere on like the internet. I don't know if it was Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. But someone said the reason why he sprayed her body parts out was to play a sick game. He wanted to make a couple of them easy, and then he wanted them to basically go on a scavenger hunt to find the rest, which would be insane. I don't know if he would. People are crazy in this world, you just never know. But if I'm having to guess, I don't think that was the reason he did that. He probably thought maybe him spreading it out would lower his chances of getting caught. I don't know. Look, I really genuinely don't know why would he spread it out. I don't know. Getting back on the traits of this guy, is he did work with a friend that came out to wanted to talk about this guy. He was a bartender with this girl, and she said some things.
Like very drunk at work, and like his behavior was a little erratic, but nothing, truly nothing that ever sparked a huge red flag.
We seriously have a problem with these dates. My last video, I literally just did a case in 2024 of a girl who met this guy. She disappeared, she vanished. We don't know what happened to her, but of course, we believe that the worst happened to her. And now we got Sade. And of course, many more other cases out there that I didn't even cover or even see. But it's like, girls, when you go on dates now, you can't just get pretty and try to enjoy yourself. You have to get pretty, be safe, learn and spot the signs of a creep, and make sure that you two are never alone.
Meet in a public area and somewhere that you've been before. Do not go somewhere that you've never been, where you don't know your surroundings and you don't know what's around. Especially
if y'all meeting the first time. And the thing is, remember back then when it was like, oh, he could come to your house, he can pick you up. I don't suggest that at all.
A lot of times you don't know everything about the person you're going on a first date with, and it's best not to have them pick you up so they don't find out your address.
Do not give out your address, and do not let somebody come and pick you up from your house.
Realize, let's just say you are dealing with a creep. He come to your house, you know where you live now, and he picks you up. You in his turf.
Previously,
her not thinking what's about to happen, she hops in his car, grabbed her wrist, put a handcuff on it while a gun is pointed right at her, and said, shh, be quiet. Drove her to this house. They went inside of the house. The house is kind of dark. Brought her inside of the basement. Now, while she was in this basement, her eyes went big because of what she saw. She saw this chain hanging from the ceiling with this dim light. She knew she was about to get tied up to the chain, which she did, and then she got assaulted. The following night, he said, when we wake up tomorrow, we're gonna go in the woods to my cabin. Before he walked out, he made sure to leave with this important message. You make any noise, you try to escape, I'm gonna have to murder you. They finally leave. He takes her to his plane. This guy drives his own plane. Before she gets inside, she noticed he was loading gun after gun after gun. She says to herself, if I don't escape before this plane take off, I know I'm done for. So the minute he turns his back, she had a split second, literally, to get away. It's like God, her savior, was there for her. She runs, but the guy is right behind her, chasing her, telling her things. Basically, you know, if I catch you, it's all over. So that's when she just keep running, and she see these woods. She runs right in the woods, and she just runs and runs and runs. Luckily, this girl was fast, because when she turned her back, nobody was there. The man stopped chasing you in his property. He can take you anywhere, he could bring you anywhere, or he could play his cards right, be nice and sweet to you, and convince you to go somewhere else after the date. And I know, of course, trust me, I know, most dates, everything goes well, everything is normal for the most part. But then we know what's going on behind the scenes though. This is happening girl after girl after girl after girl after girl, even though it's not happening to every girl. Perfect example, do y'all remember Grace? She went on a date with this guy. As you can see, like, there was bar hopping the same night, drinking, singing, dancing, having a great time. He convinced her, because the vibe was so right, the vibe was so great, she now trusts this man because they're having a great time, to come to his place. It was a hotel. Once he bring her to the hotel, he straight up murdered her, put her in a suitcase and buried her. Oh, by the way, this guy did have signs that proved that he was not right in the head. And it's just so unfortunate that a lot of girls just simply don't know the signs. And I'll go over these signs so much at times. Y'all, the link for that video is down in the description. Like the whole Grace video. The case for that is linked down in the description. But what about Sydney? She also went on a date, but this one was a little bit different. She was actually on Tinder, and she swiped right to a girl, right? Sydney swiped right to the girl named Audrey, and the text message just goes like, take you on a date to Riva and pay for as much as you like, I believe, because as you see it's cut out. Then the other message goes, haha, okay, I'm definitely down to cruise and smoke. Really? Oh my gosh! When are you available? As you can see, the two are completely happy. They are ready to vibe, ready to have a good time on a chill hangout / date. Two girls go on a date, and actually, Sydney go right home after the date. She didn't go to her place. They didn't hang out after. They actually had an amazing time at this date. And Sydney was like, you know what? That was fun. I had a great time. Like, I want to see this person again. And they, of course, hang out again. Here's the sad part though. Before the second date, Audrey is with this man. I believe this is her husband or her boyfriend. As you can see, they're purchasing Clorox bleach, razors, trash bags, things to clean up a body. Long story short. But sweet Cindy, she's ready for her date. She snapped her friends. Ready for a date with the hard eyes. She's just so happy, ready to enjoy her day. This is what I mean by, like, people can play their cards so right and you just can't tell what they actually done to her. Oh, by the way, Audrey is not her real name. Her real name is Bailey. And by the way, what they did to her was kidnapped her, dismembered her body, put it in trash bags, in rivers, in fields, like just scattered it all over the place.
We hit it off. I dropped her off at home, picked her up the next night at her house. We drove around, smoked and made our way to my house where we smoked wax and shatter, and I gave her a 1/4 ounce of some really good weed. I went to take her home, and she asked me to drop her off at a friend's house, so I did so. I gave her my number. We were planning to go to the casino. And they discovered they even had plans to flee the States and go to Mexico to try to get away after they done what they done. But of course, they got caught. They couldn't fully go throughout with their plan to try to get away with this murder.
Poor, bad decision was made, and that was to remove the body in pieces.
The two would actually talk about murder and torture a lot. They even talked about cults, and I believe they even had a cult. What are we getting from this right now? When girls meet, even girls, it's always a risk of something bad happening. We don't know each other. I take you out on this date, you don't know what my intentions may be. Most girls just think, oh, his intentions is, he just want to hook up. But sometimes it gets deeper than that. Oh, by the way, meeting a person, he takes you out on a date, y'all go on a date, however it may be, and then assault happens. They said at least 40% in America. Places out of the States. It's just that's crazy though. There's a place, dang, what is it? But it's 90% of kidnappings comes from dating, from Tinder. 90%. You know how crazy that is? Now they say people with paranoia is always the most safe and live longer. I don't know about y'all, but I stay paranoid, but not like that type of paranoid. But when I'm walking around, I watch my surroundings. When I'm in stores, I just pay attention to the scenery. When I'm in restaurants, I pay attention to certain people. Like, I move in paranoia in a good way. But here's the thing though, why did I mention that? Because if you like me and you paranoid, let's just say you on a date and you want to figure out, what do people think before they kill you? I know that was a crazy thing to just say, but you see what's going on. And honestly, when you go on dates, people say some weird stuff, some weird stuff before actually killing you. Remember that guy that I talked about with Grace, who dealt with Grace? He actually went on a date and he mentioned some things like, where's a great place to bury a body? He said it in a joking way. The girl actually was scared and she actually walked off, saved her life. She noticed the sign. But there's other things that these creeps say. Some mention fires. And I don't know why, but killers are so fascinated with fires. They love fire. It's crazy, right? Oh, and if you're born in November, I'm sorry that you have to catch this straight, but most serial killers are just simply born in November. That's crazy.
According to a study conducted by a forensic psychologist, the month with the highest number of serial killers' births is November.
You can't base the date off of just because somebody born in the month. They're not in control of that. They're really good people that's born in November. But they also say the murderers are very controlling. They're very predatory. But the truth is, it's always going to be hard to tell someone true attention. There is this girl who commented on a website, what if I went on a date with somebody and he planned to kill me and dismembered my body? She said something like that. The true answer to this was, first of all, the person who you on that date with has to know, oh, people know about you. They know that I'm on this date with you. They have my location. Because, you know, I want to stay safe. Of course, you don't have to go about it in a crazy way or a rude way. They just simply have to know this. If you want to go above and beyond, best way, of course, they know all of that. Plus, you know I'm on this date with you and everything like that, but they do know where you live. Yes, get this person address. You need to. They need to know where he lives. And if you meet this person from a dating app, you have to know the person's socials. Now, some people are very smart and have a fake Instagram account for that reason. Because remember I talked about that place where 90% of kidnappings from Tinder and other dating apps? That's because most of them were catfishes, pretending.
There's a new warning tonight from police.
Fake online dating profiles that could lure you into a dangerous trap.
So you know girls like to stalk, which is a great thing to do. The stalking that's built up naturally in girls, it's a good thing. But some people have fake Instagram accounts. There are certain things that you can look for, like the tag options. See if you have people that's tagged. See if you have people that's commenting that's very close to him. See if you have in his bio, because you know we can put stories in our bio now. See if he's tagging friends, family members. If there is none of this in his Instagram, leave it alone. Don't mess with him. Now, of course, the social media thing, he don't have to know about, but he do have to know about. Family, friends have your location. They know I'm on a date with you. Some girls was even saying the lines of, take a picture of the license plate, make sure to send it to a friend. Like, it's multiple different things that girls can do to try to, like, stay safe. Because I know you want to just go on a date, have fun, and you just want it to be good or bad, but with no killing involved. The sad truth is though, Sade is not going to be the last victim. It's going to keep happening and happening and happening. Possibility that if you go on dates, it might just be you. And I know it sucks and it hurts for me to even say that because I really do love you. Really do. And I honestly, I'm hugging you right now. I honestly don't want nothing to happen to you. I honestly don't. These are one of those videos that you have to come back to and watch again. They say you have to read a book 15 times in order to fully understand it.
Why do you tell your readers to read your giant books 15 times?
People that, when I go through their emails and my video newsletters that have the best success stories, they read the books 10 to 15 times. And they get to know the material so well, they could literally teach a class on it.
Fully understand and memorize this. This is like something you have to come back and watch again and again and again. And I always do that with any educational thing in life ever. There are some things that you just gonna miss watching this video one time. But with that being said, y'all, I do love y'all. Genuinely do. I want y'all to stay safe. I know that I don't have the biggest community and it's not gonna go out to every girl. But look, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can. You never know who may watch this. But with that being said, y'all, good night and bye.
If you really wanna fuck with me, bro, maybe you should come try and see.